football player, and I'm going to ask him a few questions about what it's like to be a college student athlete. What year are you, Justin?
I'm a freshman.
What does being a redshirt actually mean?
Redshirt means that when we arrive on campus, we actually have 4 years of eligibility to play, but for our first year, we sit out and we just get used to college life and football practice and waking up, get used to the schedule. So we don't actually compete our first year. We just sit out, and then the next 4 years of our career.
Is there anything different for redshirts from the rest of the team? Any different treatment, study hours, practices?
Well, what's different is we only practice 3 days a week, as I think some of the other players practice 5. We practice Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Okay. What time do you usually wake up each morning?
Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. We wake up at 5. I usually wake up like 5:05.
So can you tell me what a play-by-play is of your normal day?
Well, our normal day, which is like Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, we wake up at 5:05, have practice lifting at 5:50 to 6:50, and then after we have breakfast before class, which is usually 8 a.m.s or 10:10s, and after that we just go through our whole class schedule, and then after we have practiced from either 3:30 or 4 to like around 6, and then after that we have dinner and eat, and we have study hall for 2 hours.
So practices are usually 3 to 4 hours, or 2 to 3 hours?
Yeah, they're 2 to 2.5 hours.
How often do you lift? Just Tuesday, Thursday, Friday?
Well, we lift 4 days a week. We lift Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, or Sundays, depending on if it's a home or away game. If it's a home game, then we lift Saturday mornings around like 9:30. If it's an away game, we lift Sundays around like 4 p.m. Because since we don't travel, we can go home and they give us enough time to return home.
Okay. So do you usually not go to the away games?
No, we don't go to the away games.
And your study hours, is that about 2 hours?
Yeah, our study hours is about an hour and a half, 2 hours on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. At 8 p.m. to 9:30.
How do you juggle your schoolwork and practices?
Well, how I juggle it is I get a lot of support from my teammates, and like the older teammates, they help me. They kind of let me know it wasn't going to be easy, but I've kind of gotten through it, and it kind of helps me with. I manage my time a lot. I always have my alarms on my phone, have me wake up, and I always make sure I go to class. When I go to class, a lot of athletes sit in the front just to get advantage and to know your professor and all stuff like that. But it hasn't been too hard. I mean, I got 4 B's and a C, so I'm doing all right right now.
Do you do work any other time other than study hours?
Yeah, you try to, but it's really hard. Honestly, it's hard to find time to study outside of study hall or anything. But I find ways. Instead of taking a nap or something, I can work on my projects or work.
So is this what you expected being a part of college football would be like?
Yeah. Yes and no. I did expect it to be. I did expect it to be tough on the field and tough in the classroom. I mean, it does. Yeah, pretty much I did expect everything that was going to happen. It is crazy though. I didn't expect how tiring it would be on your body and stuff like that. Just being exhausted all the time. It's worth it.
Has being a part of the football team helped make the college transition easier?
Yeah. Like I said, I just have so many it's kind of like being in a fraternity. You just have so many brothers around you all the time, and they support you. And if you're having a bad day or whatever, you just have someone just be like, it'll be all right. They had to go through it too, so it helps out. And, it helps out.
Do you ever wish you were a normal student?
All the time. I wish I was a normal student, pretty much every day but Saturdays. Just because, you know, like regular students get to wake up usually like 11. I know that a lot of them don't schedule their classes early, but I know some do schedule 8 a.m. just to get like stuff out of the way. But then even after class, they have nothing to do.
Yeah.
You know, we were up before 8 a.m.s and we get to go to our classes, and then after, you know, we're pretty much doing all stuff all day. But I mean, it is good having a schedule, and it keeps you out of trouble and stuff like that. But yeah, sometimes I do wish I was a regular student, but you know, Saturdays those are the days that I'm happy I'm a football player.
Do you think it'll all be worth it in the end?
Definitely. I think everything is just, you know, it's kind of part of the plan, and we have to go through this to, you know, get what we want. And you know, coming into this, not everyone is made for football, so I'm happy that I'm on the football team.
What are some of the benefits of being a college football athlete?
Well, obviously the benefits are I have a full scholarship for 5 years. You know, as long as I do my part on the team, you know, stay out of trouble and all that stuff like that. You know, I have, you know, 5 years, which, you know, a lot of people wish they had. You know, their parents wish they could, you know, send their kids to school and not have to worry about paying for any tuition, room and board, you know, meal plan, all that stuff like that. I don't have to pay for any of it, but you know, you do have to work really hard for it, and that's what I would like to tell like a lot of, you know, regular students, is that we don't just get everything handed to us. Like, we work every day, like when they get to our labs.
You have worked for it.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Are you excited for your future as a JMU football player?
Definitely. I'm happy and I'm excited to get on the field. You know, we work our whole redshirt year just trying to get stronger, faster, and just, you know, smarter as a football player, so that next year we can, you know, actually strap up and be able to play and, you know, represent for our school. And that's my goal, and that's what I want to be able to do.
And Justin, has this been your dream since you were a little boy to play college football?
Yeah, it pretty much, you know, growing up I knew I wanted to be a football player and stuff like that, and honestly, until I was, you know, guided into knowing knowing I could play college football, I didn't really have a plan. I didn't really think about plans for my future that much until, you know, my like junior year of high school, until, you know, coaches started coming up to me saying, hey, you know, we want you to come to our school. And then that's when I started thinking about, oh, what am I going to do as a career after, and all stuff like that. So it kind of helped me, you know, it shaped my mindset as to being focused on what I need to do to, you know, become what I want to become in the future.
All right, that's all the questions we have for today. Thank you, Justin, for taking this time out of your busy schedule to answer a few questions.
You're welcome.